everybody, so welcome to Heart and Hustle Printing video. We are going to be doing a crazy rearrangement of our office and because we're getting ready to get the Aeon Mira 9S.
So like Lori said, we got a lot of stuff to do here because if you guys follow us on Instagram or any of our social media platforms, you would know that out on the show floor in the shop area, we are like totally out of room and we have nowhere to put it. So what I'm doing is I'm sacrificing my spot here in the office and I'm gonna kick myself out and I'm gonna we're gonna rearrange this whole shop so that we are gonna be able to have the Aeon laser here in the actual office, like I said, because we're running out of room. So what better way to start this video than with the Aeon laser cap, right? So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna jump into this video. It's just gonna be a time lapse of us doing this, and then you will see the machine. It's not even here yet, but we're gonna start prepping this place so that we're not doing this last minute and trying to figure out what we're gonna do when it gets here. So one thing I do wanna let you guys know is that we are affiliated with Aeon Laser. You will see me, once we get it, we're gonna start promoting the Aeon Laser. Lori, my wife here, is gonna be the one that's gonna be in charge of doing all of our lasers, laser engraving and everything that we got going on with that, because everybody else here is already pulled thin from what we're doing. So hopefully whenever we get it, it's gonna be something that we're gonna learn together, and hopefully like whenever we get it, we can get the ball rolling and learn a lot with it and get it going. We're excited on this next chapter of Heart and Hustle Printing and adding laser engraving. So we're gonna do a time lapse of us trying to fix this place up and get me out of here, get her situated so that when the laser gets here, we can put it where it's gonna go, right? So check this out. If you guys have followed me on Instagram, you guys know that I've been talking about getting the Mira 9S from Aeon. So it's finally arrived. It finally got here today, and what we're going to be doing in this video is we're going to be unboxing it and seeing what it comes with. So if you guys were to get one, you're going to know ahead of time and what to expect, right? So let's go ahead and get into uncrating, unboxing this thing so we could both find out what's inside of it. Let's go. First thing to know, whenever you guys get something like this, any equipment, whenever it comes in, you guys want to make sure that the crate is not damaged or whatever it comes in, because if it is, you need to make sure that you document it and let them know that the crate came damaged, because there could be a possibility that something in the inside might be damaged whenever you open it. So write it down, take pictures of it so you can send it to whoever you need to send it to. And as you can see on the box, on the crate, it's going to tell you, it's going to tell the shippers, do not double stack it, do not stack. There's warnings that there's glass in here, electronics, everything in here is fragile, do not push with forklifts, and it's going to have it all the way around this crate so that there's no excuses if it were to come messed up and they did something wrong with it. Let them know. My shop, I don't have this big shop doors, I got the standard doors. So as we know, this thing's not gonna fit straight up inside of there. So we're gonna have to figure this out. Take it out of this crate, figure out how we're gonna get it in there, and then get it inside of there. So let's go ahead and get this thing uncrated so then we can figure out how we're gonna get it through that door. Take it and leave it this way. Yeah, this thing is as big as the boat.
Is it as big? Yeah.
Can you do that one?
Yeah, I think that's all. There you go.
we got it out of the crate. This is what it looks like inside the crate. Bubble wrapped, well, styrofoam, wrapped in styrofoam. Now we got to get this through that door. So it looks like the lasers are gonna have to come off, turn sideways to get inside there. So let's see what we can do to do that. You can take this piece off. So we got all the styrofoam off, and what I'm looking to do now is try to figure out how to take the cabinet or the laser off of the cabinet. The bottom cabinet, the drawers are locked on it, so I'm gonna look in this box. Hopefully the key's in here. There are 2 keys. There's 1 key on the laser itself right here. There's a key on there and a thumb drive, but I'm pretty sure that's for the laser. Try to figure out how I can get this off of here so we can get it inside the door. So let me figure out where that key's at for these bottom drawers down here. So if you're going through this bag right here, you're gonna see this bag. I believe it is. We'll see. These keys with the little red Aeon tag on it looks like a triangle. So hopefully that's the key for that. Those things right there, they have triangles like the way this is right here. So let's give it a shot. So the key that I just used opened up the cabinets, but there's no bolts in there. So when I open up the side over here, there's 2 bolts in there. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna loosen up those bolts, and hopefully that's gonna work. So if you're standing in front of it, on the right side, you're gonna open it up and you're gonna see these 2 bolts. 1 right there, 1 right there. Take those 2 out. And on the left side, another one there, and then 1 behind that. So we're gonna unscrew those 2 screws to get to that one. So let's do that. So we're gonna take this off. We can get to this one. We can get to that one. So let's try it. So now that we got all the bolts out, 4 bolts, we're gonna throw these back on so we don't mess up anything in there, and we're gonna muscle this thing off. So we got it off the pallet. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get this off of here. So we're gonna try that now.
Oh, and then we're gonna drop it here
No, we'll just put it down.
on the floor.
Yeah, because it has feet. So we'll put it on the floor. You can't see them right now, they're underneath.
Okay.
They have feet.
Okay,
So we'll
look.
put it down.
Hold on, hold on.
Wherever you guys
Okay, good. That way.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Whatever you want.
We just get $2 off on each shirt.
Are you hurting yourself?
No, it was fine.
We got it in here.
It just kept slipping.
Oh, I got in the way. Sorry.
So we got the laser in the shop, and as you guys saw, this thing's massive. So make sure if you did get the stand with it, that you got someone, or even if you didn't, make sure you have someone to help you pick it up. It took 4 of us to pick it up, turn it sideways, get it inside, and then we got the cabinet inside, and then back onto the cabinet. I'm not gonna show you guys the whole process of putting the bolts and that other piece back on, but make sure you put the bolts back on there to secure the laser back onto the stand, and then you put those 2 screws back in so that you make sure everything is back to normal. So now that we got that done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through this box and we're gonna see what comes in this box right here. So let's go ahead and do that. So before we get into this box, I do wanna let you know that if you are gonna take off those bolts on there, you're gonna need a 17 millimeter. It doesn't come with it, just know that's what you're gonna need. So what's in the box? First thing we're gonna have is a ring. This clamping ring, whatever this is called, is gonna go with this over here, which is your hose, which is gonna connect to the back of the machine. So whenever you're doing any laser cutting, it's gonna suck the fumes out. You got that. Some PPE, looks like it's some shades to protect your eyes. Comes in there. We got our power cord, a couple belts. Hopefully we never have to use these, but if we do, we have them. Focus lens combo. Open this up. There's everything that comes with it. I'm not sure what all this does yet, but when I need to, we'll figure it out. We got this piece. Not sure, but we got it. And then also here, there's 2 syringes that say the Aeon original grease, so you get 2 of those. A couple of these, I'm not sure what those are. USB cable, another clamp, another USB cable. This is the key that you get to open up the panels and your drawers on the cabinet down below. So there's 2 of those in here. Oh, some screws in here. There's an additional key that's inside of here. There's one on the machine. So those come in there. Don't lose those because you will need them. Q-tips for cleaning probably the lenses. A bag with some different things in here. Lens wipes. Not sure. So that's what it is. We'll figure that out. Some Allen keys. Funnel to put the distilled water. And one of these. If you have boogers, you can suck them out. I don't know what this is, but we'll figure that out too. So that's everything that comes in this box. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get this thing and I'll show you it from the side before you power it on. Before you connect this and you power it on, there is a couple pins that you have to pull out. So let's do that. So here we are on the side of the machine. I've already opened it, so it's open, so we don't have to waste that time. But if you look right here, it's gonna say this pin needs to be removed before starting. So just take off your panel, open it up, and you're gonna have a pin right here. Just pull it out. Same thing on the other side. Here's the one on the other side. Same thing, just pull it out. So these pins are in there and it's holding the laser in place, so whenever it's shipping, that these things aren't moving around. So make sure, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these in those bags that it came with. So if we ever do have to move it again, we can always pull the laser to the front and pop these pins back in. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the top, and there is a zip tie right here with a thumb drive and another key on it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna cut this off. So we can get to these. And then this one, to get that off. So got that off. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put in our distilled water. The videos that I've watched so far have said to use distilled water. So your funnel that comes with it, just put it in there. There's a little gauge right here where you can see how much water you're putting in there. We're just gonna start to fill it up. And as you can see, now that the water is going in there, you can see the little gauge there. Next, I'm gonna show you what's inside this compartment. So if we open this one up, again, you're gonna need this little triangle key to open it up. You're gonna see the glass laser in the inside. So that's what it looks like. Yeah, that's what it looks like. We won't mess with it. It's supposed to be set. So we're just gonna close this up and leave it as is. So this doesn't have a spring to it, so don't drop it because it will slam. So, unlock this. This piece will come down. Inside of here you have your big honeycomb. So you got this one. And then we also have, which you could use like this, or you can somehow flip these. So let's see, I've seen it on YouTube. Seen people do it on YouTube, I'm not too sure. There we go. So if you take one of them out, you can then turn them up and down like this to make the knife blade table, I guess. So you can leave them laying down or stand them up. We'll figure this out whenever it comes to there. Whenever it comes to that, we'll figure out what we gotta do with those. But for now, I just wanted to show you that. So, all right, so just leave me a comment down below. Let me know what the difference is. I know one way, if you put them up and down, everything will fall to the bottom. It's easier to clean. So, but just let me know. It's super new. So we're gonna take this out. We're gonna leave this out of there. Let's get this into place. Turn it around so you can get it plugged in. Okay, so now it's plugged in. We're gonna come over here, we're gonna reset the emergency switch. There's this USB drive that came with it. I'm not sure if it's for this or if it's for the computer, but for now we're gonna leave it there. Your little key, put it in there. And I'm gonna hit the power button, see what happens. So gonna turn it on and let's see what happens. So hopefully I did everything right. So it looks good. I guess we did everything right. Okay, so I'm guessing that's all that there is to this. This is just an unboxing video and showing you what it came with. We're not gonna set up a job yet and do it because I don't really know what's going on. I'm gonna figure out what's on this little thumb drive here, and we're gonna go from there. So hopefully you got something out of this. If you're looking to get the Mira S9, you do know that it is gonna fit through a standard door. You're not gonna be able to roll it in. You're gonna have to do some stuff to get it in here, take it apart and do all that other stuff. But like I said, make sure you have 4 or 5 people to pick this thing up because it is very heavy. And again, if you guys are looking to get into laser engraving just like I am, we're gonna figure it out. So I know nothing about laser engraving. We do embroidery, we screen printing, direct to film, and a bunch of other things here in the shop. This is gonna be one of the new things. So we're all looking forward to using this machine and seeing what we can make with it. If you guys are interested in getting into the laser game, make sure you guys go down below. There's a link for you. By you clicking that link, it's gonna take you to Aeon's website and someone will get in touch with you there. We'll be doing another video on our first cut. So stay tuned for that if you guys are interested in seeing what we're gonna do. Maybe a test cut. I don't know what's on here yet, like I said, but we're gonna get there. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for all the support. It's been a while. Till next time, keep pressing.